Have you ever been in a conversation that suddenly felt like a police interrogation? Someone is standing over you, demanding a strict yes or no answer. They say things like, "Are you going to do this or not?" Or, "Do you agree with me, yes or no?" Controlling people thrive on forcing you into these binary choices. If you say yes, they get exactly what they want. If you say no, they get a target to attack. They will debate your no, twist your logic, and wear you down until you eventually surrender. They have successfully trapped you in a psychological arena where they make the rules. But what happens if you refuse to play? What happens if you look at them and simply say, "Maybe, I will think about it," or "We will see"? Today, we explore why strategic ambiguity is the ultimate weapon against a controlling mind. To understand why this simple word is so destructive to a manipulator, we have to look deeper into the psychology of control. Control is rarely about genuine confidence. In behavioral psychology, an excessive need for control stems from a severe intolerance of uncertainty. To feel safe, a controller needs their environment and the people in it to be completely predictable. When they demand a clear answer from you, they are essentially mapping out your behavior. Think of it like a game of chess. If they force you to move your pawn, they already have their next 3 attacks planned out. By giving them a definitive no, you hand them the exact data they need. You give them a solid wall to push against, an objection they can overcome. But when you say maybe, you do not give them a wall. You give them a void. Let's look at a practical application. A toxic colleague says, "I need you to take over this project right now. Can you do it?" If you say no, they will demand an explanation, forcing you to justify your own boundaries. Instead, you reply, "I will look at my schedule and let you know later." You have not agreed to the work, but you also have not given them an objection to argue with. You have gracefully stepped out of the way and let their aggressive energy fall flat. They cannot manipulate a decision that has not been made yet. Their brain cannot process this neutral response because their entire system is designed to fight resistance, not emptiness. When you start using ambiguity, you must be prepared for what happens next. The controller will experience a phenomenon known as an extinction burst. Because their predictive model just failed, their anxiety will spike violently. They will escalate their behavior to force a reaction out of you. They might use guilt tripping. "So you just don't care about the team?" They might use mockery. "Why can't you just make a simple decision?" They are desperately trying to drag you back into the binary trap. This is the most critical moment. You must hold the line. Reply with, "I understand you are in a hurry, but my answer remains the same. I will let you know later." When they realize that their escalation is not working, their artificial power dissolves. However, to view behavioral psychology objectively, we must address the dark side of this tactic. Ambiguity is a defense mechanism, not a lifestyle. If you use maybe or we will see constantly with a healthy partner or a genuine friend who is trying to resolve a conflict, you become the toxic one. In clinical terms, refusing to give clear answers in a healthy dynamic is called stonewalling. It is a form of emotional abuse that creates deep insecurity and destroys trust. You should never use ambiguity to avoid accountability or to play games with someone who loves you. It is a shield designed to protect your boundaries from predators, not a sword to use on innocent people. The next time a manipulative person tries to force you into a corner, remember that you do not owe them a definitive answer on their timeline. You own your time, and you own your decisions. Will you use the power of the void the next time you are pressured? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to People Why for for more objective insights into the human mind, and I will see you in the next one.